Hey, gang, I want to talk to you about another core principle, and it is teaming up with others. And going back to when Coach Stig did his interview talking about being part of God's family when you have a relationship with Jesus, not only are you part of God's family, we're part of God's team. And when you read scripture in the New Testament, it'll talk about being part of the church. And I think we think of the church in terms of our Western culture of a building that you go to on Sunday mornings. And that is a church, but there's this big C capital church that we become a part of, which is all God's people, his family. And it's the people, not a physical location building, that make up God's church. And so just share a couple principles with you. As a competitor, you know you need other people to make you the very best. Whether you're in a team sport or more of an individualized sport, you still need other people around you to make yourself the very best. A quarterback needs an offensive line to block for him. A pitcher needs a catcher. Those are all important parts. And 1 Corinthians 12:27 kind of alludes to that. It says, all of you together are Christ's body, and each of you is a part of it. So we're part of God's family, we're part of God's team, we're part of the church, we're part of Christ's body, and every part is vital. So here's principle number one I kind of want you to take. You are part of God's team. And immediately when you have a relationship with Christ, you become part of this team that is the church, and Jesus is our head coach. John 1, 12 and 13. Verse 12 and 13 says, but to all who believed in him and accepted him, he gave the right to become children of God. They are reborn, not with a physical birth resulting from human passion or plan, but a birth that comes from God. This new life happens when you believe and accept Jesus, and you become part of his team. Second thing that I want you to get is teammates support you. And I think we can all attest to this. We need other people to get better, to achieve goals that we have. And doing it together is better. There's no lone rangers, right? And there's no lone rangers in the walk with Christ. And life can be challenging at times, difficult. I think especially right now, we need people around us, and that's so vital. We need supportive people that have our back, uplift us in hard times, celebrate with us in good times. Ecclesiastes 4:9 verses 9 through 12. This is what it says: two are better off than one, for they can help each other succeed. If one person fails, the other can reach out and help. But someone who falls alone is in real trouble. Likewise, two people lying close together can keep each other warm. But how can one be warm alone? A person standing alone can be attacked and defeated, but two can stand back to back and conquer. Three are even better than one, for a triple braided cord is not easily broken. And I would encourage you, we need to be in a close relationship with somebody else, right? At least one other person. But inside that, and I think this verse is maybe even alluding a little towards not just friendships, but marriage. And marriage gives us an illustration of God's plan for us. Is that three are better than one, and a cord of three strands, like it says, is not easily broken. You'll hear that verse shared at a lot of weddings. And it's two humans and God in relation with each other, a cord of three strands. Well, when you have Christian relationships and Christian friendships, you add not only the two people that are in that friendship, but you add Jesus into their friendship too. The third principle I want to talk about is teammates strengthen you. So not only do they support you, they strengthen you. And we need them, right? And so here's what I would encourage you to do. You need somebody above you, right? Find a mentor, right? Find someone that can disciple you, can help you walk the path. Someone that's a little further along in the faith life, a little further along in life, right? I think you need some people next to you, right? That they're peers that are going through this with you. That they just encourage you. You can encourage them. We can lift each other up. They can lift you up. And then you need someone behind you that you can mentor and disciple too. And so we need to find those three kinds of friendships. I think are very important. Proverbs 27:17 is one you've probably heard before, but it's an important one. As iron sharpens iron, so a friend sharpens a friend. So here's a couple of questions for you. How has the support of a teammate helped you in your competitive goals? And how can finding some people around to strengthen you, how does that help? How can that help you in difficult times? And then the third question is, who might be someone that could be above you that you could reach out to and say, I'm looking for someone to maybe mentor me or kind of walk through life with me a little bit. Maybe we can meet every so often. Who's some people beside you that can hold you accountable, that you can encourage them, they can encourage you? And maybe who's someone that's kind of behind you? Maybe it's a younger teammate that you could disciple and mentor. Those would be 3 questions to kind of look at as you go throughout the week. Love you. Take care. We'll talk soon.